Athletes, please hold up on your bowling. Your practice is now over. Please reset your lane back to the first ball. As a reminder, U15 and U20 divisions. We are starting in round 3, which is the contenders round. Those advancing in the winners bracket will sit out this game and return for round 4. U12s, we're starting in round 1. When your arrows show up, you can vote the score. Spectators and parents, let's give these athletes one more big round of applause before we start today. Good luck in the goal.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Junior Gold Championships presented by Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track and Hammer. We are in the third round of match play. Our U20 match, Preston versus Rollins. Our U15 match, McNeil versus Dodge. Open frame for Preston to start. 2 games, total pins to determine the winners of the matches. These are elimination matches. Strike to start for Dodge. Just underway again here with our third round of match play at Junior Gold. We're going to go all the way until we have our champions determined a little bit later on today. So just getting settled in here this morning. Our live coverage of the Junior Gold Championships presented by Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track and Hammer. It's our opening round of the day. We're going to go all the way through 9 rounds if we have to. This is round number 3. Rounds 3, 4, and 5 this morning. We'll have a re-oil break after that, and rounds 5 and 6 this afternoon. Another re-oil. Rounds 3, 4, and 5 this morning, rounds 6 and 7 this afternoon, and then another re-oil. And rounds 8 and 9 are the championship rounds in the U20 and the U15 divisions. So last night our U15 boys were on the right and our U20s were on the left, and they flipped today. So the U15s are on the left and the U20s are on the right. Right now Dodge leads McNeil by 23 in our U15 match. There is Dodge. The other match, Preston started with a couple of opens and trails big early here by 32. Cuts it down to 22 with a double. Opening game of round 3 of match play here at Junior Gold. Two-game matches. Total pins determines the winners. Here's Preston looking for 3 in a row. He crosses over, carries the Brooklyn, cuts it to 12. Big shot from McNeil here, working on a strike. A chance to narrow the gap to 12 as well. Leaves a 2-pin. Rollins with a 2-8-10 split in the 5th. Rollins finds himself in a 3-pin deficit all of a sudden here. 12-pin lead for Preston over Rollins. So we're in the 7th frame of our opening game here, and in our U15 boys match, Dodge leading McNeil by 24. And McNeil pitches that one right, leaves 1-2-7. So he's now down 27 pins. Two-pin lead for Rollins, down 13, and I see a question in the chat from Brad asking what pattern they're bowling on today. Same as last night in match play. It'll be, my understanding, the same pattern throughout match play, which is Soul. Bit early this morning here in Buffalo, about 8:20 in the morning here, and still a pretty good crowd here at AMF Airport Lanes watching the competition. We'll get even more crowded as we move along today to determine our champion a little bit later on this afternoon. Tough 8-pin there for Dodge, but he's up big. Rollins falls further behind there with an open. Dodge can make the spare. He'll be up by 50 pins. And he does. Preston looking to add to his lead here in the next couple of frames. And he leaves a 2-pin in the 8th. Spare here, he's up 26 in game 1. Open frame for Preston. Makes things a bit closer here. Yes, for those of you just tuning in, it is still 2 games total pinfall. This is game number 1 in these matches. Here's Rollins. 9th frame. Gets a strike. He's pulled within 12 now after that open by Preston. Another strike, he'll be within 2 pins. Rollins can strike out for 200. Preston can strike out for 202. Dodge still leading by 50 pins. Frame and a half to go in game 1 in our U15 boys match. And he pulls that one, leaves the 3-9. Rollins looking at 180 with a strike here. Preston can strike out for a 22-pin lead going into the last game. He gets the first one in the 10th. Ooh, Dodge gets lucky to make that one. It's at 7 to fall a little late. He's going to be at 203 with a strike on his final shot. McNeil's best score this game would be 177. .202 for Dodge. He'll hold at least a 25-pin lead. As McNeil steps up. Really needed a couple strikes here in the 10th. Here's the first one. And leaves a 3-6-10. Preston shoots 192. He's up 12 after game 1. Once again, you can watch the U15 U20 girls on Channel 2. Click the link above the video you're watching here if you want to watch Channel 2. Aaron Smith down on the high end of the bowling center, doing live coverage of the girls pair. Great church split for Rollins to kick off this game. Dodge starting our U15 game 2 on the left side of your screen. With a strike, he's up 49 in the match. Preston now up by 24 with a mark here, and he leaves a 4-6. So that lead is going to go back to 12 or 13 pins, which is where it started this game. Another split, this time a baby one with a sleeper in the back. A little easier for the right-hander than the opposite split, which would be the 3-9-10. And now a washout for Dodge. Low scoring pace early this morning on our featured pairs here. And an open frame for Rollins again. That is back-to-back opens for him. Rollins now down 24 pins with 8 frames to go. There's a strike. Maybe that'll get him going here. Our U15 match. Dodge is still up by 37 with 8 frames to go. Here is Dodge in the third. Messenger comes across, takes out the 10 for the strike. Preston, right side of your screen, looking for a double to extend the lead. Doesn't like that one, pitches it out, leaves the 1-2-4. Just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the Junior Gold Championships presented by Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track and Hammer. It's our game 2 of round number 3. First round of the day here at Junior Gold, and by the end of this day, we will know our champions here at the Junior Gold Championships. McNeil trying to battle his way back in this match. He's going to have to find a way to put some strikes together. He is down by 37 against Dodge. Here is Rollins looking for a double, and he rings a 10 pin. Still down 24. All right, a couple of big shots coming up here for McNeil if he wants to get in this match. On a strike, down by considerable margin and not making up any ground there. And still down by 37 as McNeil with half a game to go. Preston with a double, going to turn it into a triple, and he leaves a 2-8-10 split. Preston was trying to pull away a little bit here. But it's instead, looks like Rollins might keep it within reach. Spare for Rollins. That one never an easy one to shoot. You never know what you're going to get on that rail when you shoot it. Nice washout conversion there by McNeil. Here is Rollins in the 7th. Leaves the 6-9-10. He is down by 22 pins right now in that match. Preston with a strike in the 8th, still leading by 22. McNeil getting ready to bowl in the 7th frame, and he trails by 47. Doesn't look like we're going to have too much drama here in our featured matches this round. Dodge with a solid 8-pin again. Well, maybe it was McNeil who left one earlier. Either way, it's the second 8-pin on that lane that we've seen in this match. And you can see up at the top they've added where it says plus the score for each player after their first game, so you can tell. I'm not sure how well that translates on the live stream, if you can even read it, because it's got a white, like a bluish white background. But it looks like Preston going to win this match easily against Rollins. And right now, McNeil trailing by a pretty wide margin as Dodge steps up. Dodge is up by 48 pins with 2 frames to go, so looking pretty good for Dodge to win this match. Stay alive in the tournament. Again, these are elimination matches. Wrapping things up here, McNeil. 3 strikes in a row at the end of this game, but a little bit too far behind. .169 for Rollins. Preston wins the match 382 to 349. A low-scoring match in that one. As Dodge will finish things up, and it's going to be a while before we start round 4. Still have 7 frames to go down between Cameron Doyle and Kyle Sherman, a ways down the lanes. .382 for Dodge, .353 for McNeil. So we'll sit back and wait for the start of the next round here as round number 3 comes to a close on our featured pairs. And I would imagine we'll start round 4 in about 15 minutes or so. So we had a couple of quick matches on our featured pair. and we'll be back with you as soon as we get underway with round 4.
right, athletes, for our U12 competitors, that's the end of round 1. And the end of round 3 for U15 and U20. Athletes, please report to your starting lanes. We're going to get your recaps over, get your names set. And in a few moments, we'll start the next rounds with a 5-minute practice session. Athletes, please report to your starting lane. This starts round 2 for our U12 divisions and round 4 for U15 20 divisions. When your lanes come on, you'll have 5 minutes of practice. your lanes back to the first ball. Just a quick reminder, we ask all athletes to report back after the finals today for our award ceremony, which starts at 6 p.m. here at AMF Airport Lanes. All athletes competed in the finals last night and today. Please report back at the completion of the finals for 6 p.m. award ceremony. Athletes, when your arrows come up, you can bowl for score. Good luck with your bowling.
All right, ready to get started with round number 4 here at Junior Gold. Our U15 match is Adam Zimmerman against Michael Schoner. And our U20 match is going to be Tyler Green against Jacob Uzel. Two games, total pins, determines the winners of these matches as usual. As we continue along here at the Junior Gold Championships in our 4th round of match play. Just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the Junior Gold Championships match play, round number 4 here, presented by Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track and Hammer. Split in the second frame for Michael. Tyler stepping up on lane number 20. And he leaves at 3.69.10. Early here in game 1 of our 4th round of match play. These are winners bracket matches. The winners are still in the winners bracket here. it is a double elimination tournament, so you've got to lose twice to be knocked out. So the winners in this round are one step closer to winning the tournament. Got to win. If you're in the winners bracket in round 4, you've got to win 3 matches to win the tournament. So it's obvious that the longer you stay in the winners bracket, the better, and the easier it gets to win the tournament at that point, because the person who makes it through the winners bracket undefeated has to be beaten twice in the championship. Defending champion Wesley Lowe is still alive in the winners bracket. He's bowling Michael Tang right now. There's Zimmerman trailing by 3. Jacob stepping up in the 3rd in our U20 boys match. Strike here, he'd be up by a pin. And leaves 2 pins, so we're tied. All tied up after 3 frames in our U20 boys match. And a 3-pin lead for Michael in our U15 boys match on the left side of your screen. Appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. We're going to take you all the way through until we know our champions a little bit later today. And by the way, if you want to watch the girls, they are over on channel 2 right now. Adam stepping up on the left lane here, working on a strike, now trailing in the match by 13. Leaves the 2-8. Tyler, 5th frame, working on a strike, leading by a pin, and now leading by 11. Jacob falling a little bit behind here. That open frame in the 5th. Missed the 2-8. Trying to get back on it here. And there's a strike for Jacob. It's a pretty sizable lead, though, for Tyler after just half a game. .24 pin advantage for Tyler, but he can push that even higher if he strikes again in the 6th. And here is Adam stepping up in the 6th frame in the U15 boys match, trailing by 12. Four in a row for Tyler now as he has extended the lead significantly in the last 4 frames. And Tyler Green now up by 44 pins. Jacob with a flat 10. Trying to narrow the gap there, but unable to. Adam misses the easy spare in the 7th. As he will fall further behind here. You can watch our U15 and U20 girls on Channel 2 if you choose to. Got those links for you directly on our USBC Facebook and Twitter accounts, or you can click the Channel 2 icon above the video you're watching right now if you're watching on our YouTube channel. Oh, look at that strike for Michael in the 8th. Had the 2 and the 7 kind of fall in different directions. With a spare here in the 8th, Tyler will be leading by 43 pins. A couple of frames to go here in game number 1. Another missed chance there for Jacob to make up some ground in the match. And Adam with a whiff on the 369.10 for his 3rd open in a row. It looks like Michael's going to have a big lead in our U15 match. .184 for Jacob. Tyler can strike out for 248. finish by Tyler. It's going to be in the 240s here. .76 pin lead for Michael in our U15 boys match. As we are done with game one in that one. One shot away from being done with game one in our U20 boys match. Tyler's going to have a big lead after the first game. 60-plus pin lead. Right next door to us, Wesley Lowe 253, Michael Tang 188 in game one. Tyler leading Jacob by 64 pins after game one. So unfortunately, our two featured matches here not terribly close after the first game. All right, we're in our second game. Round 4 here at the Junior Gold Championships, presented by Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track and Hammer. Got a couple of blowouts so far in this round, as Michael leads Adam by 76 in our U15 match. And Schoner with another strike, that's a double, so he increases his lead to 86 over Adam Zimmerman. And then our U20 boys match, Tyler Green made the spare there, leading by 75 over Jacob Yazell. We've got about 9 frames to go in our U20 match. Wrapping up the 3rd frame in our U15 match on the left side of your screen. And if you want to watch the Girls Bowl, you can go to Channel 2, Bowl TV Channel 2, and check that out. Looks like Aaron might have a couple of closer matches down there, although one of the matches already wrapping up. But it looks like the match between Clemmer and Simpson is a little bit closer than our matches here. So you may want to check out the 2nd channel here of Bowl TV. Michael Tang leads Wesley Lowe by about 34 pins or so with 6 frames to go. Wesley had a couple opens to start this game. We are in round 4 of match play here at Junior Gold, and we've got at least 4 more rounds to go, and potentially 5. I know for sure we've got round 5 coming up, and then we'll have about a 45-minute break, 45 minute to an hour break, as they will do a re-oil at that point. There's a re-oil after round 5 and another re-oil after round 7 today. There's a big split for Adam in the 5th. Things just not going his way here in this match. He's down by 78 pins, and it could be more if he doesn't convert this split. It is a 3-4-10. No change, well, not much change in our U20 match in terms of the difference between the two players. It's still a 65-pin lead for Tyler. We've got about a half a game to go. Despite the open frame, Michael still leads Adam by a wide margin. Adam with a double. Despite the double, still down by 68 pins with 3 frames to go. So looking like Michael is going to win this game. Or win this match, I should say. Wesley Lowe leads Michael Tang by about 50 pins as they are winding down. A little less than 50, I should say, but Wesley, you can see him off to the right, just collapsed the bucket for a strike. Moving along here. Unfortunately, both of our matches are not too terribly compelling. We already know who's pretty much going to win these matches. It's going to be Tyler Green and Michael Schoner that are going to win our 2 featured matches. Looks like Wesley Lowe will defeat Michael Tang. So Wesley will stay in the winner's bracket and one step closer to successfully defending his junior gold title. The only other match that I can see from here is Herbert will defeat Preston. Now Tyler back on track after an open frame. He gets a strike there in the 8th. Tyler still up 52 with 2.5 frames to go. Jacob was hoping to maybe put a little pressure on Tyler here at the end, but does not carry that 8-pin. So Tyler Green is going to win this match and advance in the winner's bracket. Our next round will start hopefully just a few minutes after this round ends. See that Sherman and Coffee have a half a game to bowl. can't read the score, but I can tell that they've still got half a game to bowl down there, and I think they started a little late, but probably it will be a few minutes before we get started with round number 5. It's just waiting for the start of our next round. Jacob still to finish the 10th frame here. But Tyler Green going to win easily in this match. And we will get started with the next round as soon as we are ready to go. They got to update brackets, get recaps done, get names in the computers, and then we will get started with round 5. All right, so again, round 5 will get started whenever the other matches finish up. I'm going to guess it'll be about 20 minutes. Looks like our girls' matches are done as well. So we'll just stand by and wait for more matches to start up here on the featured pairs here on Bowl TV. Don't do anything.
All right, athletes, that concludes the ends of rounds 2 and 4. Rounds 2 for the U12, round 4 for the 15s and 20s. The next round, rounds 3 and 5, are contender bracket rounds. Those competing in the winner's bracket will sit out this round and come back into rounds 4 and 6. After rounds 3 and 5, the next round here, there will be a re-oil. All the lanes will be reconditioned for the start of rounds 4 and 6. We'll have a break for a recondition. So athletes, please report to your lanes for the starts of rounds 3 and 5, and we'll get you started as soon as you can.
Did they say U15 U20 has to back a picture? Who all has to back a picture? Yeah, you have to back a picture. Everyone else here today, 6:30 today, yes. Give you an award? No? Back to church award?
Yeah, I was. I'll have to be on the 13 and 14 and get the recap sheet for that other match. I put, just confirm with me, Katie, I've got Gazelle and Herbert in the 20 and other boys on 7 and 8. Is that correct? You have. I don't have that. She's just telling me stuff that doesn't make any sense now. I don't have anything in front of me to confirm it. Yeah, she said they're going. Yeah, that's what she said. You have the green cap for. You may go ahead and enter this one, or you want to get it. We don't have a match on my
What?
Is that M tag? Yeah, I think I'm copied the schedule. Is that one? How do you spell coffee? C-O.
C-O-F-F-E-Y.
Okay. Katie. Sorry.
Take that, Greg. Take that. That's fun.
Can I sit here?
I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just gotta get one more in. We're going. Yeah, there was a problem. Jesus.
Athletes, please report to your starting lanes. Rounds 3 for the U12s and round 5 for U15s and U20 divisions. Contender bracket. When your lanes come on, you'll have 5 minutes of practice.
I think we start now. Yeah, then we start. Keep smiling. No, Cobb, you don't do it.
Athletes, your practice session is now over. Please focus on your holding. Please reset your lanes back to the first ball. When your arrows flip, you can bolt the score. Good luck at the bowling.
All right, underway with our 5th round of match play here at Junior Gold. U15 on the left side of your screen, the U20 on the right side of your screen. Yellow versus Hooper, and Tang versus Coffee. Again, you're watching the USBC, or I should say the Junior Gold Championships presented by Ebonite Columbia 300 Track and Hammer, live at AMF Airport Lanes in suburban Buffalo, New York. Just underway with our 5th round here. 2 games total pinfall. The matches in this round are elimination matches, so the losers are eliminated. Yeah, we got Michael Coffey versus Michael Tang on 19 and 20 in the U20 division. David Hooper off to a good start with the front 3. Dylan Aiello with a couple of opens to start. He blasts that one to the right of the head pin. Hoping for a couple of close matches this time around. We haven't had much drama on the live pairs this morning. You just never know what you're going to get in these matches. But 2 games total pinfall will determine the winners. And I would imagine at some point we're going to have some close matches here on the live stream pairs. Dylan on the board with his first mark of this opening game. If you want to watch the Girls Bowl, they are on Channel 2. Aaron in the chat asking if there's a break after these matches. Yes, there is. There's a re-oil break after these matches. So not quite sure when round 6 will start. Probably about 45 minutes after we finish here. Hooper with the front 4 now. Off to a big lead early on here. Is a 55-pin lead for Hooper. Tang with a strike for a double. He takes a 10-pin lead. Front 5 for David Hooper Jr. Hooper keeps striking. He's got the front 6 now. Continuing to add on to that lead. Tang up by 9 against Coffee here with a spare. These are at the halfway point of game 1. Look at this. Blasting the 710 out of the rack. David Hooper with the front 7. Just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of round 5 of match play here at the Junior Gold Championships. Nice strike there by Tang. Big story so far in this round is right in front of us here. David Hooper Jr. with the front 7 in the U15 match. Well, the run comes to an end with a 4-pin, but a great start to the match for Hooper. And he is out to a 77-pin lead. Coffee looking for a double. Can't quite get the ball up into the pocket. Leaves the 4-7. So Coffee still trails by 9 as we wrap up the 6th frame of the opening game. Looks like our U15 match is going to be over before the first game, the way things are going here. Hooper going to be up by probably 100 pins going into game 2. Coffee with a 1-2-8-10 washout in the 7th. Even if he can convert this, he'll still be down by 13 pins. It's an open frame for Michael Coffey, and Michael Tang takes the advantage. Better shot out of Dylan, 169 though. And Hooper can strike out for 279. Michael Tang makes the spare. Up by 25. 3 frames to go in game 1. Nice shot by Tang. Just a few frames to go here in game number 1 in our U20 match. Our U15 match is done with game 1. .95 pin lead for Hooper in the U15 match after game 1. Well, Michael Tang continuing to pull away here, up by 35 now. Chance to go up 45 with another strike. Tang misses the 6-pin in the 10th. 206, and that will keep things a little bit closer. Coffee can strike out for 194 and be within about a mark going into game 2. So after game one, Tang leads by 22. Hooper continuing to light it up here in our U15 match. Had 264 his first game. Now he's got the front four. Could be in for a shootout this game between Tang and Coffee. Both players starting with a double. Tang still up by 22. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. A 4-6-9 split for Michael Tang. Coffee with the front three. Looking to make it 4 in a row. He's making up ground in a hurry here, and he does. Wow. Tang gets lucky, gets the 10 out on that shot. Tang actually now trailing by 15 after the front four by Coffee. Haven't talked much about the U15 match because it's not close. Hooper going to win by a very wide margin as they're almost done. Our U20 match still to be determined here. Coffee has made up a lot of ground. And Coffee up by 7 at this point. I'm sorry, 17. Only about a half a game to go here. Tang needs to get it going if he wants to get back in this match, and he throws a strike in the 6th. It's going to give him an opportunity to strike in the 7th to cut into the deficit a little bit. We're going to have a break after this game ends, as they will re-oil the lanes. Should be about a 45-minute break or so, I'm told. Tang did get the strike to narrow the gap. And here's Coffee looking for a double to push it right back where it was. And he's got it. "17-pin lead for Michael Coffey with 3 frames to go. Another strike. Coffee puts 3 in a row together. Cooper, by the way, ends up shooting .485 in that U15 match. Pretty high total in a 2-game match. Tang desperately needing a strike, and he gets it. Got 2 frames to go. Still a 17-pin lead for Michael Coffey. Big shot, can cut it to 7, and he does, runs it out. Michael Tang. Very close match now, 7-pin difference. Coffee can push it back to 17 if he strikes again. Here's Coffee. Oh, and he goes a little high, trips the 4, and he'll take the strike. 4 in a row, back to a 17-pin lead. Looks like Michael Coffey can win the match with the first strike in the 10th here. Here it is. And he's got it. Big strike again. 5 in a row and a heck of a comeback here from Michael Coffey. Down 22 pins coming into this game, and he has thrown 9 out of 10 strikes here in game 2. Classic matchup here in Junior Gold U20 Boys Division. Michael Coffey stepping it up here in game 2. And a bowler. 270 game. .279 for Michael Coffey as he completes the comeback and defeats Michael Tang. Great performance by Tang as well in this match. A high-scoring match, one of the higher scoring we've seen. And our last ball here in this match. Michael Tang throws the last 7, but it's not enough. Michael Coffey, 279 to 240 in game 2, ends up winning the match by 17 pins. You can flip over to channel 2 to watch the conclusion of the women's round 5. We will be going off the air once that women's match ends and taking the oil break here, and we'll get started again probably around 12, probably closer to 12:15 or 12:30. But we will be posting the links to the live stream on Facebook and Twitter once we get underway. So make sure you follow USBC on Twitter at USBC or on Facebook at facebook.com/USBC.
That's the next match.
Oh, well, where's their sheet? I'm sorry. That's the next one already? Whoops. So did their sheet go down already?
Yeah.
Is it on the top?
I don't know.
Now you got everything I got.
What happened to yours? Did somebody grab it?
Which one are we looking for?
This one. I'll just take this.
Do you have that?
Well, where's the white? No. Oh, you did. You guys are having a hard day. Weren't there 3? Oh, those were 15.
There's another one going on down there that just they just you're clear. Well, we had to move we moved one match down there. I think one of our guys went down there. I thought. I don't know. Clear. Okay, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to bring it into this morning's competition. We're going to take a break while we prep the center for the afternoon rounds. We'll be beginning the next rounds at 12:15, which by my watch is 50 minutes from now. 12:15 will begin the next round of competition.